Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Naomi Campbell, you have been banned for 5 years from doing anything with charity because Naomi was out here, according to them, the commission scamming charities, getting millions and millions of dollars to help people in need. But the only people in need the charity said that she was helping were her own spa, pedicure. Y'all, let's get into this because I actually don't know what to say about this. I do know, right? I do know that honestly, this is not good for Naomi. Naomi has been in the middle of quite a few scandals, the blood diamond scandal, the this, the that, but this one kind of takes the cake. She is banned from being a charity trustee. This is very embarrassing, but it's also really, really weird because what type of shady stuff is Naomi into? She is banned from being a charity trustee for 5 years after a watchdog probe into her Fashion for Relief organization found serious financial mismanagement. It follows revelations that official accounts show that it spent more than $1.6 million on a glittering gala in Cannes, but gave just $5,000 to these charities over a course of 15 months. That charity that was 1.6 million, it raised like triple that, quadruple that. And in all that time period, the only thing you gave to these people that are supposed to be underserved is 5,000. Y'all, listen, I'm a big fan of Naomi Campbell, but this is wrong. We're waiting for her to come out with a statement explaining how it's not what it looks like it is. But we're still waiting because right now it definitely looks like what it is. They said the Glittering Commission confirmed in April that it removed the Supermodels charity from the UK charity register while it continued its investigation into allegations of misconduct. How do you spend 1.6 million pounds, which is about 2.2 million American dollars, and only get 5,000 pounds, which is about $7,000? Well, yeah, I don't know, about $7,000 American money. They said the commission published a report on its statutory inquiry into Fashion for Relief, concluding the charity was poorly governed and had inadequate financial management. Naomi was qualified from being a trustee for 5 years. Former colleagues Bianca Helmick for 9 and Veronica Cho for 4. Okay, so Bianca was banned for 9 years, so clearly she's the ringleader. But Naomi, here's the thing. I was like, well, maybe Naomi wasn't in charge because you know me, I'm always looking for excuses for Naomi, even though she does have those ties to Diddy and she is pictured a lot in Epstein. And on top of that, there is the blood diamond thing. But right, I said, okay, maybe the photographer was just around. Listen to this. She has to be the one that you blame because she founded the charity in 2005, saying she had been inspired by her friend Nelson Mandela, telling her to use her voice for good. The organization claims to have raised more than $11 million, mostly through glitzy fundraising events held all over the world, including New York, Mumbai, and Moscow. Now, again, they've raised over 11 million. That is minus spending 2 million on galas and all this stuff. So they were making serious money. Naomi would take center stage at the galas, appearing in show-stopping designer gowns, and was honored by the British Fashion Council for her services and achievements to the fashion industry in 2019. But concerns were raised in 2021 about how much money was being passed on to people in need after the Mayor's Fund in London lodged an official complaint saying it was owed $50,000 by the charity. So you were raising 11 million. That is after all the expenses for the parties, for this and that. And you are owing people money? Oh, y'all was scamming. The Mayor's Fund helps young Londoners from low-income backgrounds, filed a serious incident report with the Charity Commission, which denounced a statutory inquiry in November. It said that as a result of its investigation, more than 344,000 pounds, which is about 344, which is about 450 US dollars, has been recovered and used to make donations to 2 other charities and settle Fashion for Relief's outstanding liabilities. They found that between April 2016 and July 2022, just 8.5% of the charity's overall spending was to charitable grants. It also found some fundraising expenditures to be misconduct and mismanagement by the charity's trustees. This included 14,800 pounds. Oh my God. They almost paid 13,000 pounds, which is about 16,000 American dollars, for a flight from London to Nice in 2018 for transferring art and jewelry. It also looked at a decision to spend about 13,000 US dollars of charity funds on a 3-night stay at a 5-star hotel in Cannes, France for Naomi Campbell. In these cases, the trustees failed to show how these were cost effective and an appropriate use of charities research. The inquiry saw no evidence trustees have reviewed the charity's operating model to ensure fundraising methods were in the organization's best interest and that costs were reasonably relatively bought to cash. They said that they said they were spending money unreasonably. They basically are saying, if I read between the lines, that this was a sham charity, that they were bringing in big money, but they were spending in big money and basically using that charity to finance the like 5-star expenses and travel. Which honestly, I'll be real, as Naomi Campbell, I don't expect her to go to church. I mean, coach. I think I'm more or church. I think I'm more surprised that even though they were spending big, you would think that so much the charity was making so much money that it could go into the community. Again, it looks like the person that was involved was embezzling money, misusing funds. I don't think Naomi was involved in the finances, but again, she wasn't overseeing. If you are the founder, if you are involved, if you're a trustee, the trustee's sole role is to oversee what's going on in charity. It sounds like Naomi and whoever else was running it, we are Bridget and whoever, were misusing the funds to fund their lavish lifestyle. And again, maybe we could look past that, right? You dip a little bit too much. It's wrong, but you dip a little too much. The fact that you gave nothing, pennies back to the very people that you use as a way to get money from all these people. Let's see. They failed to manage these partnership arrangements. They said there was unauthorized payments totaling about 350,000 for consultancy service that had been made to trustee Miss Helmick, which is in breach of the charity's constitution. So they were paying themselves. They were looking at this as their own little piggy bank. And Naomi Campbell was the front person that got all this money back in. They said this is Naomi. Trustees are legally required to make decisions that are in their charity's best interest and to comply with their legal duties and responsibilities. Our inquiry has found that the trustees of this charity failed to do so, which has resulted in our action to disqualify them. This inquiry and the work of the interim managers we appointed to run the charity in place of the trustees has resulted in a recovery of over 450,000 and protection of a further 150,000 charitable funds. I'm pleased that the inquiry has seen donations made to other charities, which this charity has previously supported. So they even were pledging money to other charities and they weren't supporting the other charities. God, this is so disappointing. This is pure greed. A bunch of rich people, wealthy people, privileged people using the faces of poor people to get money to fund their rich lifestyle. It's actually disgusting. And we are waiting for Naomi to respond and let us know that what it looks like and the picture they're trying to paint is not the picture it actually is. But again, Naomi has been silent. The trustees were Naomi Campbell, her key aide at Miss Chow, who is the heiress to a $2 billion textile fortune, and socialite and lawyer Miss Helmick. So everybody in here that was scamming money was either from heiress from $2 billion fortune, socialite and lawyer. So that means she come from money and she's rich. And Naomi Campbell, who we already know the way she's living. Y'all, this is greed in its purest form. They said in April, when it was removed from the charity register, the winding up of the Fashion for Relief was a decision, that means that they're dissolving the company, was a decision made by the trustees 3 years ago. It was not forcibly closed. Fashion for Relief operates in America and will continue to do fundraising initiatives worldwide. Y'all, what y'all think about this? We're waiting for Naomi's response, but right now, and it looks like what it is, y'all. The greed that you have to everybody have money, everybody come from money. You promise to do good and you give less than 5,000 after you spent 1.6 million, you've made 11 million and total you gave less than 8.5%. Yeah. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.